Okay. All right. Uh, After we talk about the conjunctions in the previous video, this video we are going to look at three skills, and these are just short skills. That's why I think I'm gonna put them all together instead of separating them. The skill 16 talks about past participle after have. So if you remember, past participle is verb 3, and we are going to talk about the use of verb 3 after have. Yeah, so you know, verb 1, verb 2, verb 3, it has a name. So verb 1 is present, verb 2 is past, and verb 3 is present, past participle. Okay, so when you hear past participles, you know that we're talking about verb in the third form. Usually it the third form, or verb 3, is always used with one form of have, could be has, could be had. Okay, and then skill 17, we're talking about present participles or past participles after the word be. Now, so you remember I mentioned verb 1, verb 2, verb 3. Verb 1 is present, verb 2 is past, verb 3 is past participles. Now, what is present participles? Present participle is actually verb ing. So now you're starting to learn about different, the same thing, but a different name, because it is a different concept, a different use in a sentence. And so, and past participle is the verb 3. So skill 17, we'll talk about how we're using ing for verb ing and verb 3 in a sentence after the word be. And skill 18 is the base form verb after modals. You might heard me talk about this before, that after modals are can, will, would, could, dan teman-temannya itu. After those modals word, all the verb must return to its infinitive atau base form atau bentuk dasarnya tanpa endal-endal apapun. Okay, so without further ado, let's start. There are problems with the form of the verb, either in TOEFL practice test or TOEFL test, or during writing or speaking in English. Yeah, it is common that in written expression questions in TOEFL for verbs to be formed incorrectly. Therefore, you should check the form of the verb very carefully, and you should be familiar with the following verb form: base form, present tense, and present participle, the past and past participle, etc. Just to give you an idea of what this is, we know this with verb 1, verb 2, verb 3, but it has another name: present, present participle, past, past participle. So base form, it's infinitive. Yeah. Present verb 1, present participle is verb ing, past is verb 2, and past participle is verb 3. You should be particularly aware of the following 3 problematic situations with verbs, because they are the most common and the easiest to correct. So number 1, you need to check what comes after the word have, and check what comes after the word to be, and check what comes after modals like will, would, and others. Yeah. Before we continue, I want you to go to additional exercise. It's actually verb 1, verb 2, verb 3 exercise. Just have a look and go through it. That's just to refresh your mind. Okay, and then so if you've done with that, you can continue, or you can just continue and come back to that later. All right, now let's look at the use of past participle after the word have. Whether you see the helping verb have in any of its form, have, has, had, having, yeah, be sure that the verb that follows it is in the past participle form. So the structure, yeah, the form of have and verb 3, that should tell you what tenses. It is in the tenses of perfect. Perfect tenses use the same form, which is have plus verb 3. They had walked to school. This is incorrect. Behind the word had, it must be in the verb 3. So walked. They have seen the snow. You use the verb 3 for see. And then he has took the test. Has to be taken the test. Having ate, having eaten. She should have did, she should have done. So no matter what tenses you are in here, yeah, like they had walked to school, that is perfect. They have seen the, I think these are all perfect. So we have perfect, simple perfect tense, past perfect tense, yeah, okay. And next, in addition, you should be sure that if you have a subject and a past participle, you also have the verb have. Yeah, this problem is particularly common with those verbs such as sing, sang, sang that change form. They change from present to past participle by changing only one vowel. Lucky if we get the words with that ends with ed, because verb 2 and verb 3 is exactly the same, but it takes a while for you to memorize those that is not the same. Yeah, for example, Mary sung in the choir, supposed to be sang or has sung, so it can either go past or present, past perfect or present perfect. Okay, the following charts outline the use have past participle. Have doesn't mean just have, this means to have, so all different kinds of have, has, had, yes. Okay, that's done for exercise 16. You can do the exercise 16 now. Moving on, we're going to look at skill 17 now, present past participle and past participle after be. Remember, verb ing and verb bentuk ketiga after the word be. Be itu am, is, are, was, were, been. Okay. To be in any form, am, is, are, was, were, be, and being can be followed by another verb. This verb should be in the present participle. So verb ing or the past participle form. We have a look down here. We do our homework. We are doing. We was do, no, we was done. Tom is take, Tom is taking. Oh, there you go. The book was taken. Harus taken. Yeah. All right. This is exactly the same form. Yeah. To be, am, is, are, was, were, be, and being. And behind it should be present participle, which is verb ing. Yeah. Or past participle, which is verb what? To be plus past participle, verb 3. Verb ing or verb 3. Okay. You can now do exercise 17 and then come back for the last And the last skill for this week is skill 18, base form verb after modals. I hope this is straightforward, but I'm just gonna explain just a little bit more for you to understand. Yeah. For example, the boat will leaving now. Will leave saja, tidak boleh. And this is the part where Ambonese people, even I sometimes do that. After will or other models, we sometimes still use the attributes. For example, if it's third person singular, then it adds s, etc. Or if it's in past tense, then you are triggered to add an ed, for example. Yeah. Doctor may arrive soon. May is a model, so arrive without an s. The student must take the exam, must take saja, nggak apa-apa. So this is the chart to outline the use of verb forms after modals. Okay, just remember that. Now you can complete exercise 18. When you're done, continue to review exercise 14 to 18, and then you can do the quiz. Okay, so that's the end for today, and good luck.